tribe of all nations, for I am one with creation. I am no religion of no political.
You know, I'm in this cave, not for your health, but for mine. And I've realized some very critical things that I'd like to share with you, and that's why I'm utilizing all necessary aspects of this digital world. Has become so convenient. Everything is right from the cradle to the grave. It's like a smooth carpet ride, so to speak. Everything that we've accomplished is to somehow comfort ourselves and keep us away from what's natural. And what's really natural and what's really unnatural is wearing shoes. Why would I bring up wearing shoes? Because you can't even attempt to step on the spiritual path. You can't even get one step closer to God unless we stop getting the rubber on the road. You know, why do I say stop? It's so important because we come into this life and they give us a crutch. They put shoes on our feet. When our feet can't open up and explore the earth's energies, also the way the body patterns itself is through the feet, that we get calcified. Our bones get stuck because the energy can't flow. All because we're wearing these. You can't even attempt to get on the spiritual path until you give up something. You can't even begin to follow Jesus until you give everything up. We have been duped, we've been cheated, and it's coming in through all areas of our life, and we don't even realize it. They're like booby traps. And why I'm bringing it up is wearing shoes is crippling everybody. We need to be walking on the earth and not be afraid of it. When you go into the city, you're afraid of either glass or gum or gook or oil. Who wants that on their feet? So you wear shoes, wear something that's at least bendable and leather, or nothing at all, I prefer. But if you need to wear something that is tangible to let the energies come up. What are you going to do if you want to not get electrocuted? You wear gloves. Well, this is causing us so that we don't get any electricity from the earth. Come on. It's a no-brainer. But when you're in a cave for a while, you really get to see the truth. I've known this for years. The thing is, when I wear shoes, after being in a pure environment like this, I can tell you the foods that are bad, the shoes, the clothing, the air, the car vehicles. You go right down the list. Anything that we use as a crutch or we're addicted to, or we somehow have a relationship that is on an ongoing basis, we're like ongoing basis to like a drug dealer. We're addicts. I mean, we all are addicted to oil. So go right down the list. See your list. See what's causing. Are you completely healthy? We're all being challenged. Everybody's being challenged. Our immune system's being challenged. Chemtrails are spraying poisons on us. The water, it's not even fit to drink. You got to filter it. And even that is not fit to drink because it's not balanced. You drink pure spring water, you can taste the difference. Your body goes, whoa, I just consumed something that was electric. Where you drink something from the faucets that's dead. Everything has vibrational frequencies and energies and patterns. You know, like atoms, they spin and they have an integrity. Well, you lose that integrity when you bring in positive electrons. And that's what the entire cityscape is pouring out, is positive electrons. If you want to be healthy, if you actually want to love yourself, if you want to get in touch with your heart, get out of where you're living. The cities are just draining us. But we're so fascinated by the principle of the hamster wheel. You know, if you ever took a month off or a year off, imagine that taking 30 years of your life off. 25 for myself. 25 years I've done exactly what I wanted to do, but I've created businesses and lifestyles that have allowed me to move my body and heal it. To show you that, so you don't think I'm a bozo. I actually feel that I was a gravity master. I've attained a certain level of yoga practice that was so advanced in some ways that it was hard to teach the beginners. And we're all beginners. But to go to a level to where you're like the only one out there on the little cliff and you're the limb and saying it's time that everyone takes a step further. Well, it's not a 100 monkey theory, but it actually is a 100 monkey theory. When we really look at it, the world is going to change so quickly that it's like a thief in the night. We need to be prepared. Prepared for what? We need to listen. It's time to listen and pray. They've actually seen, the scientists have figured out that prayer is an actual different frequency of brain use matter than just doing anything else at all. Praying, bringing ourselves together, honestly, like repenting. I mean, I'm not religious, and I'm not a Christian. But the breath of Christ is all there is. The magic, the glory, the sun is on the breath. As we exalt him with every exhalation. Every exhalation is an exaltation. So if we remember Jesus Christ on our lips, if we remember Christ, it's literally a holy experience when you bring the mind together with the vowel and the resonance and the sound of Christos Christ. That all of a sudden our mind will actually shift and merge. It's not a scientific fact at this point where it's been tried by billions. Because I believe that when somebody properly practices Kriya Kundalini Pranayama, Kriya Kundalini Pranayama is the science of manifesting the breath to such a point, to such a refinement, such a mastery, that there is nothing. There is not even the breath. There's just emptiness, the space of letting and allowing. When we're in that state of allowing, this is where meditation is happening. This is where all healing is happening. This is where the Holy Grail is. We can talk to our teachers. We can connect to a higher resonance if we know the value of it and we know that it's truly a path that we want to follow and pray unceasingly. We want Christos, Christ in our lives. Christ in our lives is so important. The breath becomes an intoxication. Meaning we're all eating, but you can live on air. I mean, this is nothing new to you, is it? Because if it is, you can live on air. People can, when they truly relax, let go, surrender, and die to this flesh, this vehicle that wants to consume, it wants to eat, it wants to have sex, it just wants action. It's like an action figure doll that's out of control. So I encourage everyone to meditate 3 or more hours a day, just sitting and calling upon the higher intelligence to reach us, to talk to us, because we don't know. We have to accept we don't know anything, but we allow everything, and we're told and spoken to from a higher source. And maybe we'll all get crazy pay and be able to go on Social Security and be able to get taken care of because we're hearing voices. Because that's where you want to be. You want to be able to hear the voices and have them tell you what to do. The true voice. The true voice of Jesus. He's dying for our sins. And dying meaning we're dying because we're not realizing we're immortal. That's the crazy thing. When you realize, when you don't realize you're immortal and you're just acting out a game that is allowing you to just take one breath away from your total time on earth. You're just throwing your breath away. Just pearls before swine. Is that how we want to live? Do we want to be in a place of health and healing so that we just don't have a problem with anything? It just, everything just does. So we're all control freaks. If we admit that and we just let go, let things be, we'd actually be a lot farther. Meaning no president can taper up this. The government's got to, because it's got to completely come down. I mean, this government, the people, just watch David Icke. I mean, there's certain people that are good and better at other things. You know, like Tony Robbins is a great person to speak and motivate people. I'd go to him. Well, I would, you want to know about the government, go to David Icke. If you want to know about yoga, meditation, and the absolute, come listen to me, Yogi Zen, and I will describe it. Point by point by point by point, every video every day will be like a subscription. You'll go, okay, what's Yogi doing in the cave today? I wonder. You'll be getting out of the shower, and you can watch for 10 minutes a lesson, something that's going to be very critical to your spiritual mind nutrition to expand yourself. And you'll learn to get high in your own supply, which is the most important thing.
I am tribe of all nations, for I am one with creation. I am no religion, of no political persuasion. I am caretaker of earth without hesitation. I give thanks to Jah every day for my life celebration. Break. Revolution. Liberation.